Welcome to Informed Tourist. This is Curtis, your traveling guru. What if I told you your American passport is becoming a liability? In some countries it's not a key, but a red flag. We're not talking about minor inconveniences. Some nations have officially declared Americans, stay away. In this video, I'll reveal which countries have banned US citizens, why it's happening, and what it means for your safety. Stay until the end for the single most important rule every American traveler must follow in 2026. Let's get into it, because what you don't know can hurt you. Let's start with Niger, a country that's recently become the epicenter of a dramatic shift in global travel and geopolitics. Once a lesser-known destination on the African continent, Niger is now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Its borders, once open to adventurous travelers and aid workers, have slammed shut in a way that's both sudden and absolute. Niger has officially and indefinitely banned all US citizens. No visas, no exceptions. This isn't just a bureaucratic hurdle or a temporary travel advisory. It's a total prohibition, a red line drawn in the sand. If you're an American, you're not just unwelcome, you're outright forbidden from setting foot in the country regardless of your intentions or connections. This isn't a temporary spat. It's a hard, unequivocal rejection. The ruling junta's message is clear. Americans are not welcome. The government has made it abundantly obvious that this is not a negotiation, and there are no exceptions for tourism, business, or humanitarian work. The tone is stern, and the consequences are real. Niger is politically unstable, with military coups and no tourist infrastructure. The streets that once saw the occasional backpacker or NGO worker are now patrolled by armed soldiers. Tourist sites are abandoned, and the atmosphere is tense. If you think your passport is a magical shield, think again. This mindset leads to detentions, fines, or worse. The reality is that Niger is not just closed, it's actively hostile to foreign presence, especially Americans. The ban is a direct result of the 2023 coup, as Niger pivots away from the West and towards new allies, like Russia. This isn't just a travel inconvenience, it's a symptom of a major geopolitical shift in Africa. The country's leadership is sending a message to the world. Alliances are changing, and the old rules no longer apply. For travelers, this means that what was once a simple border crossing is now a flashpoint in a much larger global struggle. If you get in trouble, the US Embassy can't help you. Consular assistance is nearly impossible. The embassy is shuttered, the staff are gone, and the usual safety net for Americans abroad has vanished. Even if you somehow manage to sneak in, every checkpoint and official becomes a risk. The safety net you expect is gone. It's not an adventure, it's a gamble with your life. The consequences of being caught are severe, and there's no one to call for help. Hostility can filter down to the population, making Americans targets for political or financial reasons. The risk isn't just from the government, it can come from anyone who sees an opportunity. Ignoring these warnings leads to foreign prisons and desperate families back home. The stories of detained travelers are cautionary tales, not urban legends. The idea that the people are nice, it's just the government, doesn't hold up when the state apparatus is against you. In Niger, the line between government hostility and public sentiment is blurred. Niger is off the table. No clever workaround, no justification. The risk is absolute, and the reward is non-existent. There's no loophole, no secret route, and no amount of charm or negotiation will change the reality on the ground. The ban is a warning shot, global travel dynamics are changing, and border access is now a political weapon. The informed tourist knows when to walk away. In today's world, understanding the risks isn't just smart. It's essential for your safety and your freedom. Next up, Chad, a country that responded swiftly and decisively to the US travel ban. While many nations voiced their displeasure, Chad took concrete action, making it clear that diplomatic tit-for-tat can have real consequences for travelers. In direct response to the US travel ban, Chad suspended all visas for Americans. No entry, no exceptions. The message was unambiguous. If you're American, you're not welcome, at least for now. This move sent shockwaves through the travel community and left many would-be visitors scrambling to change their plans. Chad is already considered one of the highest-risk destinations in the world. It's politically unstable, dangerous, and officially classified as a level 4 do not travel country by the US State Department. The government's grip on power is tenuous, and the threat of violence is ever present. Terrorist groups like Boko Haram and ISIS West Africa operate with alarming frequency in the region, targeting Westerners for ransom, kidnapping, or worse. The Sahel is a hotbed of extremist activity, and Chad is right at the center of it. Violent crime is rampant, from armed robberies to carjackings, and local security forces are often ineffective, under-resourced, or even corrupt. Law enforcement may not only fail to protect you, they could be part of the problem. The U.S. Embassy's ability to help is extremely limited, especially outside the capital. If you run into trouble in rural Chad, you're likely on your own. Consular services are stretched thin, and evacuation options are few and far between. Chad is currently under military rule with ongoing protests and violent crackdowns. Political demonstrations can erupt without warning, and the government's response is often swift and brutal. Foreigners caught in the crossfire risk arrest or worse. Infrastructure is poor, medical care is inadequate, and evacuation may be impossible in an emergency. Hospitals are under-equipped, and even basic healthcare can be hard to find outside major cities. Even the appeal of Zakuma National Park, with its rare wildlife and remote beauty, isn't worth the risk. There are far safer safari options elsewhere in Africa that don't come with the same level of danger or uncertainty. The visa suspension is a clear warning. Your presence is not wanted. Chad's government has drawn a line in the sand, and ignoring it could have serious consequences. Ignoring these warnings is not just reckless, it shows a fundamental misunderstanding of the dangers on the ground. Travel advisories exist for a reason, and Chad's situation is as serious as it gets. Trying to visit anyway signals disrespect for their laws and can get you detained, interrogated, or even accused of espionage. The risks are real, and the consequences can be severe. In Chad, your presence doesn't just put you at risk, it can endanger locals as well. Foreigners attract attention, and that can bring trouble to those around you. Like Niger, Chad is a hard no. This is not the place for adventure tourism, thrill-seeking, or off-the-beaten-path exploration. The risks far outweigh any potential reward. The signs are clear. Stay away. Every warning, every closed door, every advisory is there for your protection. The informed tourist respects closed doors and understands that sometimes the best decision is not to go. Travel is a privilege, not a right. In places like Chad, safety must always come first. Choose wisely, and remember, sometimes the bravest choice is to stay away. Here's what most travelers miss. When countries ban Americans, it doesn't just stop at the border. It triggers a ripple effect that spreads far beyond the headlines. The world is interconnected, and every action has a reaction. When one country tightens its stance, others take notice, and the consequences multiply in ways most people never consider. Other nations respond by tightening visa approvals, increasing scrutiny, and treating U.S. passports with a new level of suspicion. Suddenly, what used to be a routine process becomes a gauntlet of questions, paperwork, and uncertainty. The trust that once came with an American passport is no longer a given. The bans in Niger and Chad are just the tip of the iceberg. They're part of a larger, troubling trend. The American passport is steadily losing its power. What was once considered a golden ticket is now being questioned, and its value is dropping in the eyes of the world. For decades, Americans enjoyed the privilege of easy travel, breezing through customs and border checks with little hassle. But global dynamics are shifting. Anti-American sentiment is rising in many regions, fueled by political disagreements, security concerns, and changing alliances. Even in countries that haven't imposed outright bans, you'll face more hurdles than ever before. Tougher visa processes, more frequent and invasive border checks, and unexplained delays that can derail your plans. The sense of welcome is fading, replaced by skepticism and caution. This is what experts call soft friction. It's not a closed door, but it's a much heavier one to push open. The obstacles aren't always obvious, but they add up, making travel more stressful, unpredictable, and exhausting. Countries watch U.S. policies closely and often retaliate, creating a domino effect that can quickly spiral. When the U.S. imposes restrictions, other nations answer in kind, and travelers get caught in the crossfire. Think of your passport like a credit score. Every diplomatic spat, every new restriction, every negative headline chips away at its value. The more the U.S. is seen as a difficult partner, the more doors close for its citizens. Even traditional allies are rethinking their policies. Visa-free access and reciprocity, once taken for granted, are now up for debate. The world is recalibrating its relationship with American travelers. The days of showing up anywhere, anytime, with little more than a passport and a smile, are over. Now travel requires more planning, more paperwork, and a deeper awareness of the shifting global landscape. Spontaneity is being replaced by strategy. Misinformation online only makes things worse. Viral rumors and sensational headlines can amplify negative perceptions, making Americans targets not just for governments, but for individuals who buy into the hype. Most travelers are unprepared for this new reality. They expect the old privileges, only to be blindsided by new obstacles and left frustrated at the border. The rules have changed, but the mindset hasn't caught up. Your travel plans are no longer shaped just by your itinerary. They're shaped by global events, diplomatic tensions, and the unpredictable tides of international politics. A coup in Africa, a diplomatic spat in Europe, or a new policy in Asia can all affect your visa prospects elsewhere. The world is more connected than ever, and every event sends shockwaves through the travel landscape. The new world of travel is more complex, more volatile, and demands real-time, informed intelligence. You can't just rely on old habits or outdated advice. The informed tourist adapts, researches, and understands the political context before booking a ticket. They know that preparation is now as important as the journey itself. Your passport's power isn't just about the document itself, it's about how the world sees your country, and how your country acts on the world stage. Every traveler carries that reputation with them. It's not a cape, it's a mirror. The reflection you see is shaped by global events, perceptions, and the choices your country makes. In this new era, awareness and adaptability are your most valuable travel companions. Here's the single most important rule for American travelers. If a country bans Americans or trends hostile, cross it off your list. No exceptions. In 2026, ignoring geopolitical reality is the fastest way to ruin your life abroad. Travel smart, not stubborn. Some risks aren't worth it. Your ego isn't worth a prison cell, and your Instagram isn't worth a kidnapping. Being an informed tourist is now a survival skill. What's the most dangerous place you almost visited? Share your story, and let me know what destination you want covered next. Thanks for watching Informed Tourist. Like and subscribe for more essential travel updates.